What if I told you that right now in your loose change, there might be a 10-cent coin that's not just rare, but worth more than a luxury home in Sydney? A coin so mysterious, so unique, that only a handful of people in the world even know it exists, and one of them might just be you. Welcome back to Big Buks Coins, the channel that reveals the secret fortunes hiding in your pocket change. If you're passionate about coins, about hidden value, about the stories behind Australia's most prized treasures, then you've come to the right place. Today, I'm taking you deep into the world of the top 4 ultra-rare Australian 10-cent coins that are shaking up the auction markets with mind-blowing prices. These are coins that once slipped through hands in grocery stores and cafes, but today, they stand as symbols of rarity, value, and history. And the first coin we'll reveal in this incredible lineup has one of the most fascinating stories in Australian coin history, a coin that looks ordinary on the surface, but hides a secret that turns it into pure gold for collectors. Let's dive straight into the legend of the Australia 10 cent, 1976. One-side rust coin, a piece that's left collectors stunned, dealers fighting for ownership, and historians scratching their heads. Coin 1. The year was 1976, an era of transformation in Australia. The nation was growing, industries were booming, and the Royal Australian Mint was operating at full swing, producing millions of coins for everyday use. The humble 10-cent piece, introduced in 1966, had become one of the most common denominations in the country. But in that massive wave of production, something extraordinary happened, something the Mint could never have predicted. A small batch of 1976 10-cent coins emerged with a mysterious and unusual flaw. One side of the coin appeared darker, marked with a distinct rust-colored hue, as if time itself had touched it differently. On the surface, it looked like an accident, but over time, experts realized there was something far rarer about this particular issue. Collectors began referring to it as the one-side rust coin. This was no ordinary coin, it was the result of a unique minting anomaly, a combination of oxidation and dye condition that created a visual effect unlike any other. In some cases, this phenomenon was linked to the early stages of metal contamination or heat exposure during striking, making it a truly one-of-a-kind minting event. For historians and numismatists, this coin became a mystery worth exploring. How did a circulated 10-cent coin survive decades while retaining such a distinct, eye-catching characteristic? For collectors, that question turned into an obsession because when it comes to coin collecting, mystery means value, and rarity means power. The design of the 10-cent coin itself carries a special place in Australian culture. Featuring the iconic lyrebird, a symbol of creativity, elegance, and natural beauty, this coin has been part of our everyday lives for nearly 6 decades. But this 1976 variant stands apart. It's not just a coin. It's an error frozen in time, a natural phenomenon sealed into Australian metal. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition. While millions of 10-cent coins from 1976 were struck, only a tiny fraction are known to exhibit this rusted one-side pattern, and among those, almost none have survived in fine, collectible condition. Most were lost, spent, or damaged beyond recovery. That's what makes this particular find so special. A circulated condition coin might sound ordinary, but when it comes to a piece like this, even circulation adds character. It tells a story of survival, of passing through thousands of hands before being recognized for what it truly was, a rare national treasure. Today, the Australia 10 cent 1976 one-side rust coin has become one of the most talked about and heavily sought-after pieces in the numismatic community. Collectors from Australia, New Zealand, and even Europe have entered fierce bidding wars to get their hands on this elusive masterpiece. And here's the jaw-dropping part. This rare 1976 coin has achieved a current market value of $760,910. That's right, over $760,000 for a single 10-cent coin that once passed unnoticed through daily transactions. Imagine that. A simple coin that once bought a sweet or a stamp now stands as one of the most valuable treasures in Australia's coin market. The market for such coins has skyrocketed, especially in the past few years. Collectors are no longer just looking for shiny, uncirculated coins. They're looking for stories, for history, for pieces that defy the odds. And this coin does exactly that. Experts believe its value is still on the rise. As time passes and fewer pristine examples remain, Demand is increasing dramatically. Each year, the international auction houses report record-breaking bids on unique error coins like this one, proving that Australia's numismatic treasures are entering a golden age of recognition. If you're a passionate coin collector or even someone just getting started, here's what you should be doing right now. Start by carefully checking your 1976 10-cent coins. Pay attention to one side that appears darker, more textured, or slightly discolored compared to the other. That's the key characteristic of the one-side rust coin. Don't underestimate circulated coins. Sometimes the real treasure isn't the shiny, perfect one. It's the one that carries an anomaly, a story, and a mystery. Store such coins safely in plastic sleeves or coin capsules to preserve their condition. Avoid cleaning them. The natural patina and toning are part of their charm and authenticity. And most importantly, if you believe you've found one, have it appraised by a certified numismatist or an established auction house. The experts can confirm its authenticity, and once they do, you might just be holding something worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors around the world are becoming more aggressive in acquiring rare error coins, and Australia's 1976 one-side rust 10-cent coin is now at the top of many global watch lists. So protect it, cherish it, and hold on to it. Its value is climbing year after year, and who knows, in the next decade, it might just break the $1 million mark. The 1976 one-side rust 10-cent coin isn't just a minting error. It's a slice of Australian history, a living symbol of rarity, and a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary treasures come from the most unexpected places. It stands as proof that hidden fortune could be sitting right in your own home, waiting to be discovered by the keen eyes of a true collector. And that's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's not just a hobby, it's a hunt for history, for beauty, and for real-life treasure. So next time you hold a 10-cent coin in your hand, take a moment to look closer, because that small piece of metal could carry a story worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And remember, this is just the first coin in our countdown of the top 4 ultra-rare Australian 10-cent coins in today's action market. The next coin in this list is even rarer, even more fascinating, and might just redefine what you think is possible in the world of coin collecting. Next up, coin number 2. The story of the 1968 Australian 10-cent one-side rust coin begins during a fascinating period in Australian minting history. 1968 was a crucial year, just 2 years after the introduction of decimal currency in 1966. The Royal Australian Mint was still refining its processes, experimenting with metals, and producing millions of coins to meet national circulation needs. But within that vast production, something extraordinary happened. A handful of coins emerged with a mysterious minting anomaly, one side appearing completely smooth, while the other side showed the standard 10-cent design featuring the elegant lyrebird. Now, here's where it gets truly interesting. This wasn't just a simple minting error. It was caused by a unique combination of environmental exposure and a minting misstrike. Over the years, these coins developed a distinct rust-toned patina on their blank side, giving them an unmistakable and hauntingly beautiful appearance. This coin tells a silent story, a story of time, chemistry, and history etched into its surface. Collectors often describe it as the coin that time touched. It's one of those once-in-a-generation finds that combine both mystery and rarity. Because 1968 was such an early year in Australia's decimal coinage, any minting oddity from this period carries enormous significance. These coins marked the beginning of a new era, and the 1968 one-sided piece represents a rare and irreplaceable chapter of that transition. The 1968 one-side rust coin is unique in every sense. One face carries the proud image of Queen Elizabeth II, while the other, the rust side, is almost like a blank canvas aged by time. The oxidation gives it a golden brown sheen unlike any other coin of its type, a natural phenomenon that actually enhances its collectible beauty rather than detracting from it. Collectors love it. For its contrast, one side represents royal precision and the other side, natural imperfection. Together, they create something mesmerizing, something nature itself has signed. Its composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, made it vulnerable to oxidation when stored in humid or coastal environments. Over decades, this created the rust side that now serves as its trademark feature. But remember, only a tiny number of coins develop this effect naturally while retaining strong details on the design side. That combination is what makes this coin a true marvel. In the world of rare coins, Rarity is everything, and this 1,968 rust coin is beyond rare. Experts estimate that fewer than a handful exist in circulated condition with the distinctive one-side rust phenomenon, while still maintaining a fine appearance on the opposite side. Collectors across Australia and even internationally have been battling for these coins whenever they appear at auction. The demand has exploded over the past decade, especially among collectors specializing in mint errors, transitional pieces, and early decimal currency. Each time one of these coins surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the market. Prices climb higher and higher as collectors and investors alike realize they're dealing with a piece of Australian numismatic history that simply cannot be replicated. In fine circulated condition, this coin has now reached a staggering market value of $780. Tenth. Yes, you heard that correctly. Nearly $800,000 for a 10-cent piece that was once dismissed as damaged or ordinary. It's not just a coin. It's a symbol of hidden value, of the incredible potential that lies in even the smallest parts of our everyday lives. And what's even more exciting, the market value of this coin is rising every single year. As time passes, the number of these coins naturally decreases, and collectors continue to pay more to secure one for their personal collections. This isn't speculation. It's a trend that's been confirmed by multiple auction results and private sales. Hold on to one, and you're holding on to a treasure whose value could double again in the next few years. If you're a coin hunter, here's your moment. Start checking your old coin jars, drawers, and family collections. Look for 1968 10-cent coins and pay close attention. If one side appears rusted, blank, or faded while the other remains sharp, don't overlook it. That's where the gold is hidden. This could be the difference between spare change and a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. To protect such a find, handle it with care. Use gloves or soft cloths when examining, and never attempt to clean the rust or polish the coin. That patina is its identity, its natural fingerprint. Store it safely in a coin capsule or holder to prevent further exposure to air and moisture. Collectors and experts agree in numismatics. Condition is everything, but uniqueness is everything and more. And this coin offers both. The 1,968 Australia 10-cent one-side rust coin isn't just a rare collectible. It's a living story of Australia's early coinage, of time's touch, and of hidden beauty where most people never thought to look. It represents how history and chemistry came together to create something priceless. And it reminds every collector, from beginners to professionals, that incredible treasures can appear in the most unexpected forms. This coin, valued at $780,910, has become a legend among Australian collectors. Its value, its rarity, and its natural beauty have transformed it into a national icon of hidden wealth. So the next time you hold a simple 10-cent coin, take a closer look. You never know, you might just be holding a fortune that could change your life forever. And remember, here on Big Buks Coins, we bring you the most up-to-date, jaw-dropping stories from the world of rare coins every single week. Subscribe now because your next coin discovery could be worth more than you ever imagined. Next up, coin number 3. The year was 1980, and the Royal Australian Mint was running full steam to produce one of the most used coins in the nation, the 10-cent piece. These coins had been in circulation since 1966, showcasing the graceful lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic native creatures, symbolizing nature, balance, and harmony. But among the millions of ordinary 10-cent coins minted that year, something very different, something truly extraordinary happened. A handful of coins left the mint floor with a mysterious green dot on one side, a small imperfection that would one day turn into a phenomenon. At first, it looked like just a printing flaw or chemical mark, but over time, collectors realized that this variation was not just unique, it was one of a kind. The green dot 1980 coin has since become one of the most talked about and hunted varieties in Australian numismatic circles. It's rare because it wasn't a planned design variation. It's a natural minting anomaly, an accident that accidentally created a treasure. Minting errors like this, especially when limited to only a few known examples, immediately skyrocket in value among collectors. The fine condition examples of this coin, those that have survived decades of circulation with sharp detail, minimal wear, and strong luster, are the crown jewels. You can see the lyrebird's detailed feathers, the queen's portrait crisp and clear, and of course, that distinctive, subtle green-toned dot on one side, the mysterious mark that turned an ordinary coin into a legendary one. Collectors describe this coin as Australia's hidden emerald, a small metallic masterpiece that reminds us that even imperfection can become perfection in the eyes of history. Now, let's talk about what really makes this coin a global sensation: its rarity and soaring collector demand. Finding a 1980 10-cent coin in fine condition is already difficult, but finding one with the authentic green dot mark is like finding a needle in the ocean. Numismatic experts believe that only a tiny handful of these coins have survived in such pristine quality, making them among the rarest post-decimal coins in Australia. As the coin collecting community has grown in the digital age, demand has exploded. Online forums, auctions, and collector markets have seen intense bidding wars over this coin. Everyone wants to own it, but very few ever will. The coin's mysterious origin, flawless artistry, and undeniable rarity make it one of the most talked-about error coins of the modern era. And here's the incredible part: collectors aren't buying it just for its looks. They're investing in it like gold, because this coin's value keeps climbing year after year. So, what is the real worth of this dazzling piece of Australian history? Brace yourself, because the Australia 10-cent 1,981 side green dot fine condition rare coin is currently valued in today's auction market at a staggering $790,910. That's right, nearly $800,000 for a single 10-cent coin. It's hard to believe that something so small could carry such power and worth, but that's the beauty of numismatics: history, rarity, and emotion blend together to create something priceless. Collectors call this coin a miracle of minting, and many believe its value will continue to rise as more collectors enter the scene and fewer fine-condition examples remain available. This is not just a coin, it's an investment, a piece of Australia's cultural legacy, and an heirloom that grows in value with time. If you're a coin collector, or even just someone who loves the thrill of discovery, this coin should be on your radar right now. Start by carefully examining every 10-cent coin you come across, especially from the year 1980. Look for coins that show unusual marks, color differences, or minting variations sometimes. What looks like a tiny imperfection could actually be your ticket to a fortune. Condition is everything. Keep your finds safe, protected from scratches, and avoid cleaning them with chemicals. Collectors prefer originality and untouched patina. And most importantly, always stay updated with the latest market trends. Rare Australian coins like this one are gaining recognition globally, and their prices are increasing steadily. The market is not slowing down, it's accelerating. So if you have one of these coins or manage to find one, hold on to it tightly. Its value could multiply in the coming years. The 1,981 side green dot 10-cent coin isn't just a collector's dream, it's a legend in metal form. It tells a story of unexpected beauty, human curiosity, and the strange, wonderful world of minting anomalies that have captivated Australians for decades. To think that a simple piece of everyday currency could transform into an object worth nearly $800,000 is absolutely breathtaking. It reminds us that value isn't always about size or shine sometimes. It's about history, meaning, and the stories that live within the smallest things. So next time you get change back at a shop or open an old jar of coins, take a moment to look closer, because treasures like these aren't gone. They're just waiting to be rediscovered. And remember, this is only the beginning of today's countdown. The next coin on our list has a story even more incredible, and its market value might just shock you. So stay tuned, because the next few minutes could completely change how you see Australian coins forever. If you're loving this content, make sure you hit that like button right now. It helps more Australians discover the hidden wealth sitting in their own pockets. Subscribe to Big Buks Coins, because I bring you fresh updates every single day showing you the coins that are making ordinary people rich beyond belief. And don't forget, your next coin might just be worth a fortune. So keep watching, keep collecting, and keep believing that your change could change your life. Next up, the year was 1968. Australia was in the midst of change, excitement, and innovation. Decimal currency had just replaced the old pounds and shillings, and Australians were still getting used to the brand new coins that represented a modern, united nation. Among them was the 10-cent coin, sleek, silver-colored, and decorated with one of the most beloved creatures of Australia's wildlife heritage, the male superb lyrebird. Designed by the talented Stuart Devlin, who also designed many of Australia's coinage masterpieces, the 10-cent coin was more than just currency, it was art. Devlin's lyrebird design was so intricately detailed that it captured the grace and elegance of the bird perfectly. But hidden beneath this beauty was something no one saw coming. A version of this coin that would become one of the rarest and most valuable 10-cent pieces in Australian history. Now, why is the 1968 10-cent coin so rare? The story lies in a combination of production mystery and condition scarcity. After the first decimal coins were minted in 1966, production continued into the late 1960, but 1968 saw significantly fewer high-quality coins enter circulation. Many were overused, worn down, or even melted, leaving only a handful surviving in fine condition. Collectors quickly discovered that finding a 1968 10-cent coin with strong details, a clean surface, and minimal wear was almost impossible. And over the decades, that scarcity only intensified. This coin became a benchmark for serious collectors, a piece that represents not only the early days of Australia's decimal currency, but also the high craftsmanship of the Royal Australian Mint. Each surviving 1968 coin tells a story of Australia's economic and cultural transformation, and every single one of them is now seen as a piece of living history. What truly sets this coin apart, though, are its unique features. The fine, crisp depiction of the lyrebird, the elegant font of the date 1968, and the balanced metallic tone that has aged gracefully over time, all these elements make it stand out from later issues. Many experts say that the 1968 issue carries a subtle minting difference in texture and strike quality compared to other years, adding an extra layer of desirability. Collectors adore it because it represents the dawn of a new monetary era in Australia, and that emotional connection, combined with its growing rarity, has pushed its demand to new heights. In today's auction market, a 1968 Australia 10-cent coin in fine condition has reached an unbelievable value, a jaw-dropping $730,910. Yes, you heard that correctly, more than $730,000 for a single 10-cent coin. That's not just value, that's treasure. This is not speculation, not hype. It's the reality of the current rare coin market, where historical significance meets scarcity and collector passion. And experts predict that the price of this coin will only continue to rise as fewer pristine examples remain available. Collectors from across Australia and even internationally are battling for ownership of this gem. Auction houses have reported bidding wars that drive up prices beyond expectation, and it's easy to see why holding this coin is like holding a piece of Australia's heritage in your hands. Now, if you're wondering how to identify or protect a coin like this, here's where things get exciting. Start by checking every 10-cent coin you come across. The 1968 date is what you're looking for. Then look at its condition. A fine condition coin should have a clear lyrebird design, visible tail feather details, sharp lettering, and minimal surface damage. If you find one that fits this description, do not spend it, keep it safe immediately. Use a soft cloth to handle it. Store it in a plastic coin capsule or holder, and keep it away from moisture and sunlight. Remember, condition is everything. The finer the condition, the higher the value. And here's a pro tip. Have it authenticated by a reputable numismatic expert. Certification not only protects your coin, but also can skyrocket its value in auctions and private sales. This isn't just collecting, it's investing in history. Every year, as more of these coins disappear into private collections, the price of the remaining few continues to climb. And if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a piece of Australia's story, a living artifact that could change your life forever. The Australia 10 cent, 1968. Rare coin is more than just metal. It's a masterpiece, a relic from the early days of Australia's modern coinage, and a testament to the country's evolution. It represents value, art, and pride, all wrapped into one shining piece of history. Its design speaks of beauty, its history speaks of transformation, and its value speaks of opportunity. This coin isn't just valuable, it's symbolic of the fact that hidden treasures still exist among us. If you ever come across one of these in fine condition, consider it nothing short of a miracle discovery. That small 10-cent coin could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. A real Australian treasure lying quietly in your pocket or your coin jar right now. And this, my friends, is just the beginning. Because the next coin in our list of top 4 ultra-rare Australian 10-cent coins is even more fascinating one that's rewriting its own legacy in the modern collector's world. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, because the story gets even more exciting from here. Before we move on to the next coin, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Big Buks Coins, and turn on the notification bell because every week, we uncover the coins that can make you rich, the coins that tell stories, and the coins that prove even the smallest treasures can hold the biggest fortunes. This is Big Buks Coins, where we turn pocket change into pure gold. Stay tuned, the next rare 10-cent coin might just blow your mind.